It's time for our tale of the tape. Tyson Fury. He is a whopping 206 centimeters tall with a reach of 216. And across the ring from him, Olexsandr Usyk, 6'3" and 198 centimeter reach.
Brawlers are a nightmare. You've got to be strong and fit. Use that long...
The Gypsy King himself, Tyson Fury. This multi-time heavyweight champion of the world fighting out of Manchester, England. He'll beat you down and then sing to you afterwards. Olexsandr Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
And now we toss it up to the world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Olexsandr Usyk.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Thank you, Todd. You know what? Outside, it's hot. Inside, it's roasted.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. He gets out of the way of that left hand. Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Really good buzz in the air tonight. This crowd waiting for something special.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this will be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He misses with that jab.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He lands a big right hand. You don't want to trade shots. Both men step back for just a moment. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Great counter right hand there. Let's talk about Tyson Fury. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right, concentrate.
Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. He missed with that jab. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Punch scores. That's a scoring left hand. No stamina, no injury, but still throwing punches. I know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Tyson Fury. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
There's the bell to start round 3. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are done. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch.
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off them. Blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
Just gets out of the way of that left hand. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Oh, what a punch! Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Good one. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Tyson Fury. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance without a doubt.
Here we go to the 4th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? That left counterpunch will score. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
And he misses with that jab. Beautiful counter shot. Score with that left hand. exchanges from both men in this round. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from. That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Tyson Fury. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute...
And there's the bell for round 5. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. Many of the people in the division hit like them. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Missed him with that uppercut. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. The courage on display here is incredible. I'd like to see this fighter protect themselves a little better. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the... Tyson Fury just got buzzed. His eyes don't look good. Body language is bad. And they're down. It looks like this one's going to be over.
Oh, what a shot. What, oh my goodness.
Final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Tyson Fury. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown. There's the bell to start round 6. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Good counter punching. They're giving us a high-tempo show. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
This is not good strategy. Those punches are doing nothing. Good punch. better start respecting each other's punching power. They exchange punches. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Good counter left hand there. Let's talk about Tyson Fury. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. Here comes round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Perfect counter shot. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a lick it because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Nice counter punch. Still swinging with nothing left. Good punch scores. No power in those punches. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice shot with the left. Perfect. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Tyson Fury. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And we enter the 8th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating, just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder. Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed. Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
I don't think it's going to... This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Tyson Fury. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. And there's the bell for round 9. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
And he just missed with that left jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Might want to back out of the pocket here. Look how slow these punches are.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That left counter was perfectly timed. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far? Nice punch. The winner of this, surely, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Tyson Fury. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that. And here comes the 10th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's why the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Why aren't they defending? Nice exchange here from both men. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which Tyson Fury just got bumped, and they're down. Would be wise here to take the full 8 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. He fails to score with that left hook. Why sit in the pocket when your punches are this slow? This final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Talk about Tyson Fury. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown. Let's start 11. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now they're saying, when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go, because you know they're on shaky leg. They're a gnat's here away from getting stopped.
Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
That one will count. counter-punching for both these athletes. That punch lands. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that? Caution is being... This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Tyson Fury. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously...
And there's the bell to start round 12. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you gotta think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot, a pickpocket.
He threw the hook, didn't land. Nice job landing that left counter punch. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Got out of the way of that right hook. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Left counter scores. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.